On this week's episode of Bayou Wild TV.
So what we do is we partner with different communities and parks, and if they have a pond, it's 2 to 5 acres, we'll come in and help them stock their pond.
This morning, Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries came out here and stocked 300 pounds of these catfish right here in Zemurray Park in Hammond. That was at about 10:45. It's now 12:15, and this is catfish number 7. They bite as soon as they hit the water.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com. Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild. Right now it's 12:15 in Zemurray Park in Hammond. This morning at 10:45, Department of Wildlife and Fisheries came out here and stocked 300 pounds of catfish. And I've been fishing since then, and right now at 12:15, this is catfish number 7. Yes, you heard that correctly. Let's rewind. This was just 2 hours earlier, when a tank truck from South Texas arrived at Zemurray Park in Hammond to introduce nearly 400 pounds of catfish to this small community pond.
And this is part of our LDWF community fishing program. It's called Get Out and Fish.
Unloading the fish is a quick process, and then it's off to another location. Stocking adult-sized catfish and rainbow trout a few times a year in easily accessible fishing holes. It's what the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries calls Get Out and Fish. And today, we'll show you how easy it can be to catch fish in a community pond near you.
In Louisiana, we live to cook, and we know a little Louisiana flavor brings any meal to life. Whether it's Friday's fish fry or Tuesday's crispy chicken, with Louisiana fish fry, you can turn any meal into a bona fide family favorite. Let's all Louisiana.
We're in our new season of Bayou Wild TV, and that means new merchandise. Head on over to BayouWildTV.com for t-shirts, hoodies, and performance shirts, featuring scenes taken directly from our shows.
I was fishing New Orleans Big Game Fishing Club tournament on the Rebellious with Charlie Kaplinger, trolling, and caught the almost 34-pound dolphin.
Continuing this week's episode, we're in Hammond, Louisiana, where just a few hours ago, 400 pounds of catfish were stocked in the pond at Zemurray Park. We're equipped with basic gear, a bucket of juicy worms, and it didn't take long for the fish to start biting. These catfish were put in here this morning and they're biting already. It's part of Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. Get out and fish and get out and cook them.
And this is part of our LDWF community fishing program. It's called Get Out and Fish. So what we do is we partner with different communities and parks, and if they have a pond, it's 2 to 5 acres. We'll come in and help them recruit sponsors and get donations in order to stock their ponds.
You know, fishing at these get out and fish sites is not brain surgery. It's pretty easy. A regular fishing pole, you could even use a cane pole, a bobber, a little bit of a sinker on the bottom, or just use a regular cork with a slip on it, and you can get easy access. You can walk right up to the bank, set up your chairs, bring your ice chest out there, and just have a great time. It's fishing, and it don't get no easier than this. get out and fish and get out and eat fish, courtesy of Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. So you spend just a couple hours at one of the get out and fish sites, and this is the end result right here. Outdoorsmen, athletes, and parents know the importance of Florida water to stay cool. And whether you're on the water, on the job, at the gym, or on the ball field, keeping cool just got simple with Cool Blue products. Cool Blue refreshing face and body wipes are for everyone. Use them at home, at work, or at play to clean up, cool down, and stay refreshed. Find Cool Blue refreshing wipes and misty spray at Rouse's Markets or online at coolblueproducts.com.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a nonprofit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Everybody, welcome to this segment of Bayou Wild TV. How did I get to be out here by myself? You know, where's Don? Where's Don today? Huh? Is he,
I replaced him.
You're what a great replacement.
Thank you.
So we have Jen. Now, Jen, you have to tell us a little bit about yourself because I'm just meeting you for the first time, and what a great story you have. Huh?
Yeah, well, born and raised in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I'm a West Bank girl from Gretna, and I live half the year here in New Orleans and the other half in New Zealand.
And you were saying that you raise a very special breed of animal there.
Oh, yes, alpacas.
Are they, that's good meat, right?
Oh, very good meat.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Very lean.
Meat.
A lot like game. A lot like
very
game
much.
meat. Yeah.
Very much. You've got to be careful when you cook it or you're going to dry it out.
So you come back to Louisiana for a certain amount of time every year?
Yeah, 6 months a year. For the last half of the year, we're here in Louisiana, and the first half of the year, we're in New Zealand. That's the breeding time for the alpacas, for me anyway. I got to be there when the babies are born.
Well, we have a great dish here. This is, I'm always looking at dishes that are not only suitable for the main table on a Sunday when family gathers, or just fun dishes that we can just have fun with if what am I going to cook today? This is a great example of mixing the classics with the simple. We have a little saffron. You're familiar with saffron?
Love saffron.
That great, wonderful spice. I mean, it's just really, the most expensive spice on earth. It's thousands of dollars a pound. And you have to, you see, we spare no amount of money for you. So we're going to put some hot water because you have to bloom the saffron, which is not only full, you can see that golden color coming into it right away, right here. See that? And the flavor is already incredible. So what we're going to make a typical paella. Just we're calling it a paella, but this is where jambalaya comes from. Louisiana jambalaya, jambon ham a la with yaya, the African word for rice. So we're going to do our Louisiana version of that very famous dish. And nothing better in this dish than local game, local fish is a perfect addition. So you ready to go with this?
I sure am.
Why don't we start off with just a little bit vegetable oil. This is a paella pan, typical paella pan. We're going to put a little olive oil in. And Gina, what we're going to do next, we're going to kind of let this start to smoke a little bit. But in the process, why don't we throw in our andouille sausage? You're familiar with that?
Oh, I am.
The West Bank, you know, she's familiar with that.
All this stuff.
Now, and this is homemade andouille. Yeah, just throw it in my hand right here. I'm going to show everybody a little bit of that. See the fat there? You can throw it all in. The fat is really where all the great flavor comes from in the smoke. And Gina, we're going to mix that around really nice like that and just kind of start to get that nice smoky flavor in. The paella pan, of course, has a thin bottom, so you got to move things quickly. Now let's go in with all of the vegetables. Once all the vegetables come together, the arborio rice is a Spanish rice. It's a small grain, fat grain, but it's just full of beautiful flavor. And you put the arborio rice in, and of course that's what makes it paella, the fact that you're using a special rice from Spain. So we're going to saute that around and let it all come together like this, and let the rice suck up all of that flavor, okay?
So would this be a different rice than you would use in a typical jambalaya dish?
Yeah, no, absolutely. The Louisiana long grain or short grain rice absorbs water really fast. You know, you can cook it in about 20 minutes. The arborio is that short grain is harder and it takes much longer to cook. So I'm going to just stir this around for a minute, okay?
It's beautiful. I love all the colors.
Now, Gina, give me that stock, and that's a good shellfish stock. You can use a chicken stock, but yeah, just like that. And we're gonna just, oh, that's perfect.
Steamy.
Now let's go ahead with our fish, and I'll go ahead and take it out of there for you.
Any particular catfish you use? Is there a certain type?
Yeah, well, this right here is just farm raised, but of course, and any fish will do. I mean, we're using catfish because it's a delicious fish. It's available everywhere, but of course, at the same time, you can use whatever fish is available. This is also a good clean your freezer dish because you can put other game in here. You can chop up any type of, even ducks of any kind, take the breast and throw them down in here. Just beautiful dish for any type of game as well. So I'm going to throw all of that in. Remember that saffron we did?
That beautiful saffron.
That saffron, the most expensive spice in the world, but nothing too much for you folks.
Oh,
right?
thank you.
Oh, yeah, nothing too much. I mean, you see how it turns the color of this nice and golden?
I love it.
That's what saffron does, just like that. And then we finish it off by, you see those beautiful sweet peas right there?
Yes.
We're going to just, why don't you sprinkle them all the way around, really nice, just sprinkle them all around there. Paella always is topped with peas right at the end, and then we're going to turn the fire off. Yeah, we'll turn the fire off like this. You don't want to burn the rice on the bottom. A little bit parsley will be good. We're going to sprinkle a little parsley in there, and just like that, put around the top. And we're going to cover it with a foil and put it on a low heat for about another hour or so until it's all absorbed and done. And Gina, why don't you uncover our paella pan right there? And a dish that's so easy to do as well, certainly whether you're at home, whether you're on a state or whether you're in a hunting camp, that's a perfect dish. And use your local game in it. You don't only need to do fish. Thank you for being here today. That's fantastic. Good.
Oh, beautiful.
Outdoorsmen, athletes, and parents know the importance of Florida water to stay cool. And whether you're on the water, on the job, at the gym, or on the ball field, keeping cool just got simple with Cool Blue products. Cool Blue refreshing face and body wipes are for everyone. Use them at home, at work, or at play to clean up, cool down, and stay refreshed. Find Cool Blue refreshing wipes and misty spray at Rouse's Markets or online at coolblueproducts.com.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemarie Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. But we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
You're watching Bayou Wild TV, award-winning outdoor programming. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or visit the website BayouWildTV.com to watch past episodes.
We've got 17 ponds around the state that are getting stocked with rainbow trout today and yesterday. These are all part of our Get Out and Fish program. And we also stock channel catfish in all of our Get Out and Fish ponds. Those get stocked in the spring and fall, and then the rainbow trout are stocked in the winter. Trout are not native to Louisiana. The only time this opportunity presents itself is during the winter when water temperatures are low enough. It's a different resource. It's something kind of unique that people want to come out and you know, they may not go visit states that have rainbow trout. They can come catch one in Louisiana. You know, these are small ponds. You don't need a boat to come fish them. They're all accessible walking along the bank. Go to the Facebook page. There's a check-in. And so if you come fish one of these ponds, you know, check in. I think a lot of the parks have the little code where you can scan with your phone and just let them know what you caught, how you harvested. So that helps us track how many fish are coming out of the pond versus how many we put in. So maybe, you know, it'll help us in the future. Do we need to stock more fish? Are we stocking too many fish? But it'd help us just kind of tweak the program to where we get a little better.
Get out in fish ponds like the pond here at Zemurray Park in Hammond, or here at Burbank Park in Baton Rouge, are just a couple examples of locations throughout the state that provide anglers young and old with an opportunity to catch fish without having to use a boat travel a long distance, or plan an expensive fishing trip. I would say the most common question I get about fishing is, where's a good place I can catch fish from a bank if I don't have a boat, if I don't want to hire a guide? This is one of the answers right here. It's one of the many get out and fish family festival fishing sites across the state of Louisiana. The Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries stocks get out and fish ponds with channel catfish in the spring and fall and rainbow trout in the winter. The program is intended to recruit new anglers while encouraging former anglers to return to the sport. They're good places, the success rate is high, and it's a good way for starters to fish. And if you want looking for a place and bring your kids and you're not real sure about how to fish, sometimes they'll have some of their staff out. They'll show you how to rig up, they'll tell you how to clean the fish and even how to cook the fish. It's a great event and it's all free. Just need your permit or license, whichever you happen to need to fish anywhere, and that'll be good to go at a get out and fish area. And it's these opportunities that continue the adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage of Bayou Wild.